Welcome back to the UNVEIL Method, the space for sacred strategy, deep embodiment, and the end of spiritual performance. Today's transmission: the trigger was the invitation. This is for the woman who's been caught off guard by her own emotions and is starting to realize that every trigger is actually a portal. Let's breathe in truth and exhale the performance. Ready? Let's begin. What is a trigger? A trigger isn't proof that you're broken. It's not a sign that you failed. Not even a detour. It's a doorway. A trigger is simply where your body remembers what your mind tried to forget. It's data. It's guidance. It's a breadcrumb trail to the part of you that still needs love, not discipline. Have you ever been with somebody, whether it's romantic or friendship or family, and they did something to you and it just mentally sent you into orbit for no reason? Or it completely reminded you of an individual or a situation that happened where you were just like, nope, never again, not no more. And your body or your mind suppressed that memory, and the person that you were with brought that memory out. That is a trigger, especially in relationships. There's an illusion to being over it, you know. We live in a culture that rewards quick healing. Personally, I feel like healing should be a slow process. But our culture wants a spiritual bypass, a tidy recovery, an Instagrammable resilience. But being unbothered is often a performance. And I know, part of my persona is unbothered. But that's because I truly am. I've done the work. I've sat in it, walked through the feelings, took my time. So for me personally, oh honey, I have earned that unbothered title because why? Queen of Unbothered here, okay? But your soul doesn't need a brand. You need truth. So if you're putting that unbothered title on you and you know you haven't done the work, go ahead and take that off. Hit the delete button or erase it. Unless you've truly sat with it. You've walked through it. You can recognize it. You can say, oh, I know what that character is. Oh, I know what that situation is. If you can't say that, then you are not unbothered. You are very much so bothered. So if it stings, it matters. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If something rises in your chest, that thing is speaking to you. So don't take it as you being behind. Take it as you being invited inward. And when you think about it, turning that trigger into an opening can actually be a beautiful thing. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me again? Ask, what am I being shown right now? Full stop. Recognize it. What are you being shown right now? Is there a boundary that needs reinforcing? Is there a truth you haven't spoken yet? Is there a version of you that needs protection? The trigger is actually a compass, and the work is how you respond. So the next time someone triggers you, I encourage you to name it. I encourage you to say, you know what? What you just did is triggering to me in X way. And name your feeling in that moment. Not just to let the other person know, but to let yourself know as well. It's important to know your triggers. It's important to be able to see, all right, this is what's happening right now. I don't like this. I feel like X. I feel like Y. Name it. Do the work to walk through it. And whatever you do, please don't sweep it up under the rug. Because whatever you sweep under the rug turns into a hill, aka a molehill. And if you keep making that hill bigger, it becomes a mountain. Name it, walk through it. Walk through that valley. Make a pathway through it. And please don't have no shame behind it. Because if you do have shame, it slows down your healing process. Let go of that shame spiral. You don't need to be perfect to be powerful. You don't need to heal privately to prove you're evolving. Shame delays clarity. It makes you question your worth instead of your pattern. Don't question your worth. Question the pattern. Name the pattern. Break the pattern if it's one that is making you de-evolve. Your softness deserves safety, not scrutiny. Now, let's get into integration over avoidance. It's not about chasing pain. It's about turning toward it. Briefly, but intentionally and with compassion. I feel like as women, we don't give ourselves enough grace and mercy. Sometimes the things we say to ourselves, we would never say to other people out loud. Can't nobody beat you up like you can. Nobody. And sometimes I'll run into women who are, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Oh, that was such a stupid thing to say. Or they apologize profusely for shit they don't need to apologize for. And for me personally, I call it out. I'm like, why are you apologizing? Do what you gotta do. It's all good. Who's rushing you? Oh, I'm so sorry, I can't. Don't apologize. What you apologizing for? Oh, I'm so stupid. Are you? Why are you so mean to yourself? I've actually asked a woman that, who was that? Oh, in somebody's store, child. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Da 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 da. I was like, are you? Well, I didn't mean to say that. I said, but you said it. It was so casually. I said, why are you so mean to yourself? And she had to pause. And the way she looked at me, and the water just started coming up in her eyes. And I just looked at her. I said, it's okay to cry. If you feel the need to cry, cry in this moment. I said, but start giving yourself more grace and mercy. You've overcome a lot. I have a few clairs, just so y'all know, which is why I do this work. And I could see that woman was in a whole lot of pain. And she had become so accustomed to downgrading herself because someone in her life did it for her often. So when she was away, she just kept doing it because it was innate. Wasn't cool. And just said an encouraging word and kept on about my day. But stop being mean to you. If you one of them ones that, oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, that was such a stop. Just stop. Grace and mercy. Let the trigger guide you. Let it inform you of your next boundary. Let it shape your next becoming. You're not fragile. You're aware. And awareness is the beginning of every breakthrough. If today's episode met you in your rawness, honor that. The UNVEIL Method is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's where triggers become truth, where self-awareness becomes sovereignty. Click the link below. Start the work that honors your full humanity. You don't have to do this alone. I'll see you next week.